couldn't, and she hit me up and said, hey, let me up. I'm sorry, my phone was acting up. And I was like, okay, you know, hey, I'm going to give you one more shot. And God damn, the shit she told us.
But like I said, man, you still never really know because it ain't like this is somebody that's like right around the corner from you where they try some funny shit that you pop up on with your hands. It ain't like that. I've been seeing a bunch of people, especially on TikTok, talk about accessing the strong man and all this kind of stuff, but they don't really take how. They're very limited.
The knowledge.
Yeah, or they're very limited in telling you about their experiences. Like most of them take it's like, you know, like traffic tickets and other, you know, court bullshit.
Right.
They don't necessarily tell you how much about setting up the trust. They don't tell you much about hours that you go about accessing bank accounts and stuff. They don't tell you how much. Like I've seen someone tell you, oh yeah, you got a couple $1 million in the trust or whatever. It's been pouring over time. So okay, well, that's all good fine, but how do I access that motherfucker? Oh, we gotta get my class for that because I don't just share the information. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I'm gonna study a little bit of this shit because it could be true that everybody has a couple $1 million in that trust.
I won't let Mayor use my past to beat me, Fortune.
Hell, I could use that shit. That was, like I said, that's one of those powerful lives that I think it was God given. And I was like, damn, let me look up the code. As soon as I look up the fucking code, the fucking multi-screen fucks up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like in the live I was telling you about. Dude was talking about setting up a non-CC trust with the post office. I'm sorry, not the non-CC trust. Setting up in a PO box. Okay. Filling out some form called a 1093.
Okay.
And that would be pretty much step one of kind of starting this process.
Right.
So you would separate your address and shit from from like your business or whatever, or in this case the trust. Okay. Like I said, that was just step one. And that's all I was pressing too.
I know you was.
I was like, you telling us all this stuff, bro? Like, we got enough motherfuckers on TikTok talking about strong man and shit, but we don't have enough people telling us, hey, look, what's step one? You know, we don't have enough people telling us do this first. You know, there's like, yeah, I know a lot of people they basically leaving the money on the table because they're just giving it up, or they don't know what to do, right? Or there's so much information and it becomes overwhelming. Like, bro,
it seems like we gave you a bunch of rigmarole so that way we can go ahead and take your money anyway.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, if it's just that overwhelming, don't you sit up here and add to the overwhelming part about it. Make it easy. Tell us step one. Oh, well, step one, get the 1093 form at the post office and learn more about the post office and how the post office actually works. Okay, cool. That's step one. Okay.
Sound easy enough. All right, what about step 2 through, you know, since 3,862?
Well, live.
Hey. Did you hear what I said? Hey, we ain't got to be there. I mean, like I said, it sounded like it was interesting. And I'm taking down the knowledge. You know me, I'm a quick learner. You know what I'm saying? You see, okay, the autonomy, boom, boom. All right, you know, and then she tell us the powerful story, which is also interesting. How the school teacher tried to get your son to sign this, and you warning the motherfucker like, hey, if you try, they get ready to go to war.
What was the teacher telling me? Her son signed. Right? Did she actually do it? Did she sue school? Like,
no, I don't think she sued school. I think they gave up.
That's the cinder that racked.
So somebody came at me and they talking like that. I'm gonna give up too. Fuck that. Hey, you got it. You sound like you know what the fuck you talking about. So I mean,
like what's being signed. I mean, like if it's something that's problematic for the boy. That's one thing. But this permissions for going to fucking school because it's like
It's not even all that serious, but
like
to
what is this?
a mother, it is that serious, especially if she's serious.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of getting at you flexing. Was this necessary flexing? Was this just some shit you were just doing?
That could be true. But I mean, it turned out more interesting than I thought it was. Shit, you know, politics bring weird motherfuckers to the line. I usually don't do politics. Motherfuckers say, yeah, y'all defeated the Trump dropped his nuts on motherfucking Iran. What the fuck are you talking about? We ain't even on that fucking subject.
Yeah, because she messed me up because I was going to add, like, what else was I say? Yeah, with Monica Lewinsky and shit, I was like, yeah, what Nick should have done. So yeah, I got my dick sucked and I enjoyed it. You know what? Yeah, here's $40. That's $40 I was gonna put on the fucking nightstand. Yeah, go take that and get your dress dry clean. You know.
Right. You goddamn right. Get that shit pressed and clean again, and then come back up here and give me some top again. Wife ain't doing shit. Fuck you, man. I can tell you.
Because she kept trying to make it seem like old boy got impeached for lying to his wife. Like, no, but nobody know.
I understand the angle she was going at. She was being funny. She was just flexing a little bit. Because technically, like you said, we can look at Hillary and tell you ain't getting no pussy. Fuck that shit. That bitch don't even like men.
Or she like bitch. She might like bitch. She just probably don't like kids.
We seen some man that looking bitches. They love shit.
It's like somebody. What was I saw a video into it? I've been so many times. Like, you can tell most of these lesbians really not that much into men.
Can't tell
I
you
mean,
how
not that
happy
much
I am
into
that you're
women.
back, Fortune.
It's because if you look at these sex toys not shaped like pussy, shaped like dick.
The weary.
That's correct.
So they'll take a dick. You don't necessarily like the man that comes with the dick.
Yeah, I can't help that I come with the dick though.
So in other words, yeah, Hillary, she might like to get fucked. She just might not like Bill to be the one fucking.
Gotcha. Understood. That's crazy, man.
So she probably got a little boy toy around somewhere. Somebody fucking Hillary.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even argue with the results.
I mean, hell, you know, to Chelsea, at some point in time, she like getting fucked because Chelsea looked every bit of over him. Like, Bill cannot deny Chelsea if he tried. He just can't.
And then she tried to get to that Obama shit. And I'm like, we don't care about Michelle like that, man.
Nah.
Motherfuckers had a rumor she was a man. But, we knew better. She was a man.
She ain't no man. I mean, hell, to be honest, she's the finest fucking first lady we ever had.
Yeah,
the ass is phenomenal. And her daughters built the same, just like this.
Yeah, you got good genes.
She got some good genes. Whether or not Obama's actually born or not, shit, we don't never know.
Oh, no. We don't. But she seems to love him and argue with him, and that's how most relationships go.
Yeah.
She ain't start shitting on him until after he got out the office, which was a good thing. You didn't bring no drama, no bullshit to the office. Y'all didn't embarrass yourself. But it's the same thing I always tell everybody. What do you expect a nigga to do in office when you got the whole fucking Congress against you? Absolutely fucking nothing. All they do is sit there and look at you. It looked like it was supposed to be.
So even when it came to Hopkins, I was sure it's not just speak for us. The worst thing I thought when it was an unmistakable scenario of racism and the black man have to eat shit knowing damn well the black man did the damn thing wrong. And I always use this example. It's a direct mirror of a real movie called Amos and Andrew.
Okay.
With Nicolas Cage and Samuel L. Jackson. Have you ever seen him?
I'm gonna look it up though. Or I don't remember watching.
I'll give you a quick rundown. So Samuel L. Jackson played a college professor. He's on vacation. He made so much money and stuff. He decided to buy a vacation home in upstate Rhode Island. We out in the middle of the woods and far.
Okay.
And just bought this shit from a relatively well-established old white couple in a predominantly white area.
Okay.
So you kind of see this going.
Yeah, you don't feel here, yeah, all that shit.
So he gets to his place and he's bringing the TV.
Shut up. Oh, I'm sorry, not you. Shut up. Stop all that goddamn wine. I just took you outside. Shut the fuck up. Shit. Go ahead.
Bringing the TV to the house, and if I'm not mistaken, one of the neighbors sees him bringing the TV in, but they think he's taking the TV out. So they call the police. The police show up and they fuck around and touch his car lamp off. So when he responds to the door, the police are sitting there trying to give him commands and shit, thinking that he won't into the house. And he pulls out his fire for the coat. It's gonna turn our alarm on so the house is on. And as he points it, you know, cannot behind you. Freaking have the cop think not a gun.
Right.
So he starts shooting. So then he calls because he doesn't realize who he is. That's in front of his place, but his work don't matter. As far as he was, somebody impersonating the couch shooting at him. So he calls 911, and the chief on the other end, he's verifying it. He's like, oh shit. These motherfuckers done went and shot at an innocent man. You gotta fix this shit.
Right.
So what he does then is he just gets his cage character. His cage character is a movie. So now he brings his cage moves to his house. So basically, him up and kill him. And if you kill him, what should be, you know, that'll solve that particular problem.
Right. So we ain't got to deal with this embarrassment on the with the force. Gotcha.
And then the plan was after he killed Samuel Jackson,
he was gonna kill him.
He was gonna kill him too. Hold on a second.
What do you... Yeah.
You got a ticket, my man?
Yeah.
And now you... Right.
Well, what brings you this way? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here, bro.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so basically we're gonna kill him too, the old double cross. Gotcha.
yeah, exactly. So that's the premise of the movie. But you have to have all of the hijinks going back and forth.
Yep.
Maybe on the French as he figuring out the situation.
Yeah, but then he finds out he's crook, and then they separate. He's disappointed in him. You know, he tried to use me and all that old bullshit in between. I got you.
So that was the initial setup. So fast forward. Now the movie came out in like the mid-90s, something like that. Now, fast forward to the Obama administration, almost the same shit happened. Just there's no Nicolas Cage character. You have a black college professor buys a house. Motherfucker have a problem with his kids. So he does break into the house, but it's his fucking house. The next dude, the racist next dude, white man, sees him breaking into his house, calls the cops on him. The cop comes over there, and as he's explaining to the cop, this is my house, I recently bought it. The cop ain't trying to hit that shit. Jack the dude, the college professor up. Jacks him up and beats the shit out of the college professor. Shit makes national headlines. And this is like right before all those protests. Right in the middle of the Black Lives Matter. So call
The
him,
black dye
call
was
himself
something
trying
else
to
when I
quell
last
the
visited.
situation, bring down racial unrest. Barack invites both the cop and the college professor to the White House, and makes a big photo album out of it, and so he's just going to sit down with some pictures of beer, talking out, and make peace with each other.
But it was a setup to kill both of them, really, because you're embarrassed in my position.
No, really. But that's how the movie was. But in real life version of it, what it turned out to be was a sweeping of the world. So here it is, the Rock, got the student officer and professor sitting around this round table with about shit, more beer, more pitchers of beer than 3 men could ever drink in 1 second. I mean, it must have been like damn near a dozen pitchers of beer just sitting out warm in the sun. While he's sitting around this table, each one of them got a big old fucking flag.
Oh, goddamn, you said a flag, and I haven't heard that word in so long. It was just this obscene thing. And ultimately, the black dude don't even get an apology. Damn.
That's the worst fucking part about it. This man got jacked and fucked up trying to get to his own house. He was unfair, unjustly beaten up by this cop. Ain't no solution. Time giving him an actual apology.
That didn't make any sense. Who wrote this movie?
No. I'm saying that's the reality of what actually happened.
Oh, damn.
This is what happened. This is what Obama did.
Wow.
I was just saying, hold on a second. I'll tell you what, actually, I need to call you back.
Go ahead, bro.
All right.
Looking deadly at first glance.
Here to count your blessings. Take care of her, Fortune.
I will beat you at your own...
What's going on with men? Like, men don't put money to the side to take girls. Single men don't put money to the side.
I'll put money to the side for my DLC, fuck with it. Go to the side for a fucking day. That's the proof. All right, I'm back.
Hey, brother.
Yep, I'm here.
All right, cool. But no, that's what happened with Obama. Obama just took the whole situation and swept it under the rug.
Y'all have to pay me or something. Y'all have to pay me. I don't care. I don't give a damn about this ball. Just pay me.
You didn't get paid shit either. See, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing was just a campaign to sweep the whole thing underneath the rug and treat it like nothing happened.
Wow. What a waste of time to watch this movie. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, it didn't even have a payoff. I thought movies were about the payoffs.
No. Wait, you just being funny, or you still think I'm talking about the movie?
No, I'm talking about in real life.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, at least have a payoff.
And actually, that's
That
actually
old
why the
Took
Black Lives
ages, and I couldn't
Black
stand
Lives
still
Matter
long enough.
started
Matt
getting the
stood for both
traction
of
that it
us.
did in the beginning.
She always
First couple
protected me.
years. That's why, because people started getting pissed off. It's like, wait a minute. Even when a shit can get to the president, and the president is compelled to get involved, he still ain't doing shit. Well, what the fuck?
Right. And you see what's going on down here. These police are deleting my babies and stuff. What's going on?
I mean, I think the shit really hit the fan with the Mike Brown bitch.
Yeah. Oh, you said Breonna Taylor too. They had enough when that Breonna Taylor stuff happened. And then George Floyd.
The Breonna Taylor thing only gained traction because it was a brawl. That was it. Black women made that shit up and made a thing out of it. Because even then, if you remember, the way that went down, motherfuckers was in their baby. And the motherfuckers had the wrong fucking house.
Yep.
And they stormed that house in the middle of the night, came in there, they shot that woman dead in the bed, while the boyfriend just had the presence of mind to flip on the other side of the bed, and when he got his shit, then he returned fire. He didn't hit none of them, but he returned fire, and then they tried to jack him up and make it seem like he was just shooting at some cops. It's like, no, you stormed into these people's house in the middle of the night. This man don't know who the fuck you are, other than the fact that you was shooting at him and his old lady. Hell, he didn't even know you had shot and killed her. He just knew that you was shooting in the room.
Damn.
And then after the fact, everybody tried to paint him as some type of weak man because he didn't successfully protect his woman. But you got a fucking SWAT team that kicked in their fucking door and surprised them in the middle of the fucking night when they were sleeping. Sisters had a field day destroying the character of that brother. But since it was the sister, that's when all the social justice warriors came out. They're like, no, we need justice for Breonna Taylor. Of course, there never was any. There was never any justice for her. There was never any justice for Tamir Wright. There was never any justice for Michael Brown. Hell, Michael Brown, they told the whole country that the story behind Michael Brown was that this police officer was already stalking him. That's what he was doing. He was stalking Mike Brown. Eventually pulled in front of him and beat his forward tramp. I think he was going home. But pulled his cruiser in front of him, blocking him. And then he had his window rolled down, he's still talking to him. And he's trying to say that Michael Brown punched him in the face, stuck like half his body through the driver's side window, and then while he was hanging inside the window, fighting him and making him feel like he was fighting for dear life.
Fortune, remind me to never throw you again.
That's when Mike was supposedly reaching for his gun, which apparently he threw them all together. And then
ain't we always reaching for a gun?
Yeah. No, reaching for his gun.
Right.
while he's sitting in the fucking car.
Blessed
Right.
be Alexander.
And as he's missing the gun, that's when the cop pulls his own and shoots through the door panel,
Give my best.
killing Mike.
Emma.
Well, no, he shoots through the door panel, and then after that gets him back up. That's when he gets out the car, and then he finishes the
Need
job.
more of Alma's blessings.
The fuck?
Let's bring her some pip
Oh
dust.
yeah. That was the fucked up part about it. He was saying that Mike Brown, after already having gotten shot like once or twice, through the fucking door panel, turned and walked away, was walking away, and then for whatever reason, did an about face
Shot the shit out of you.
and came back towards him. And once he started coming back towards him, he shot him like damn near another 10 times or whatever,
Fuck.
including a definitive kill shot that went straight down through the top of his head. So they were trying to say that he was shooting Mike Brown, and as Mike Brown was going down, he dipped his head, and that's when he shot him directly on top of his
Oh,
head.
he had, after he turned around, you know what I'm saying, supposedly. So Wild West, John Wayne shit. So, you know, I just didn't have enough shots in me. I don't have enough holes.
And the supposed justification
Made a
was that
hole?
he said Mike Brown was this big black boy with damn near Herculean strength.
Oh, yeah. The big old dick complex. I got you.
But this particular police officer, this motherfucker was like around my size, like 6'3", 6'5", or some shit. And it's like, wait a minute, so you just as big, if not bigger than him. You already had the advantage because you was inside a fucking car.
leftovers.
The
from
boy
Mary's
was walking in the
corruption.
street. You had every possible
Challenge
advantage,
accepted.
not to mention a taser and a thing of pepper spray on you,
And you're done.
and finally your gun. But you went straight to the gun.
Right. You seen motherfuckers pull AKs on y'all in y'all face. Broad daylight. Hey, you tried to calm that motherfucker down.
So between that and the Philando Castile and Yana Taylor and the other sister that was down here in Louisiana, which that was the only case where I actually saw the family react in the most logical sense. And even that was kind of half-assed. Because I forget the name of the sister, but she was just at home in our house, chilling with her niece. And they're watching TV and shit, and police bust into the backyard and don't even try to go into the house. Motherfucker just shoot straight through the back window. Kill a sister in there. And her father, after the fact, he was like, I don't even want to talk to these people. He killed my daughter, and I want them to die too. And that, it all wound up just being lip service, but at least these pops was on the right kind of lip service. Like, no, fuck this. You done took my child. He was like, I don't want no fucking apology. What the fuck I'm gonna do with an apology? My daughter's gone. Fuck your apology.
Straight up. What the fuck do I want with it? I can't use it to bring her back.
Yeah, and around that time there was also another case.
Always
A
with the traps.
little black girl laying on the couch inside of the safety of her home. Fucking police start shooting through the fucking walls, shoot the little girl in the head while she sleeping on the couch.
What the purpose of fuck did that serve?
It's then come to find out they shot at the wrong fucking house.
Oh God. Yeah, that makes me feel a whole lot better. We didn't mean to delete your daughter, but it was the wrong house. Bitch, I'm finna do what old boy
Unless the
did
servant is still
in that trail where they thinking that the police standing there gonna intimidate that man. He said, I don't care who I get, I'm getting one of you bitches.
Now, before that fucking white boy, Kyle Wittenhouse, before his little incident.
Yeah, they took him to Burger King. I know.
No.
Didn't they get that? Oh, that was. Didn't they get that boy the death penalty?
No, not Wittenhouse. Wittenhouse is a little white boy. They call
Dylan Roof.
Yeah, Dylan Roof is the one who shot the church. Kyle Wittenhouse is the one that called himself going to the protest as sort of an anti-protester.
Yeah, his mama had organized and then took him there in the truck. They gave him the AK or whatever, the AR-15.
Right.
So they didn't get his ass because he was too young. They started getting interference.
And he shot a white woman.
Damn, well, you fought.
So since it was a white boy shooting another white boy, they didn't really make too much out of it. But trying to think what I was gonna say, it's like around that time. Oh yeah. So around that time, they had another case where they had killed somebody black. But what made it so different was that when the protesters came, they didn't go protest like in the central business district, nothing like that. They didn't go down fucking up the mall or AutoZone or
it was a respectful low profile. They said something about now they doing a mind dance or something.
What these motherfuckers did, they went straight to the local police precinct and they fucked that bitch up.
Mm-hmm.
They went to tearing up the fucking squad car and shit.
Oh, I seen that. It was on TikTok. Homeboy took that hammer, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He started smashing that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Hold on, my man. What you say, my man? I'm sorry, my man, I'm sorry, but no, my man, gotta go on back out. I'm sorry, my man, but no. No, we don't.
Healing, check.
Relics, and that's what I'm saying, my man. I'm sorry, my man. You gotta find somewhere else.
You visited the...
Oh, that's what...
I'm sorry, my man, but you gotta go ahead on. I'll show you, my man. I'm sorry, but gotta go ahead on. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, they tore that fucking police station up. They were shooting over tires, putting Molotov cocktails in bitches, busting all the glass.
So finally we organized that shit the right way. Start tearing up their shit. That's the way you're supposed to organize a rally. Tear up their shit.
And actually deal with the people that you really pissed at.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with the fucking neighborhood that you gotta fucking stay in. You done.
So that's when they brought out the National Guard. That's when they switched the narrative, and that's when they started bringing out Antifa and undercover cops who was bringing over pallets of bricks and shit. All that bullshit. That was their counter protesting methods at that point. See, folks, that was one of the few protests that didn't get a whole lot of coverage either, because they didn't want to vote the idea. Oh yeah, these people actually taking it to the people that get pissed at. They didn't want that.
It was the wrong idea. How the fuck you actually trying to hurt the people that fucking protested against you? What the fuck wrong with you?
Oh, like they did a couple of protests at one of those governor's houses, and they didn't like that, so that didn't get a whole lot of coverage.
All those years you were broken, Fortune. I got lost.
It was shit like that over the years. So they know what they've been doing. It's been a concerted effort to try to gentrify or try to otherwise take control of these protests and stuff when it happens, because they didn't want the people to start really thinking ahead and saying, wait a minute, what's the point of me going over here and protesting by these businesses when, for one, the people that we mad at don't have nothing to do with these businesses. Couldn't give less than one fuck anyway. Meanwhile, all the people who are the legislators and the ones who can deal with taking away qualified immunity, well, shoot, they're not even thinking about us because we're not even protesting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Farewell.
Because I remember my wife telling me about the one in Minnesota. Because actually, when your niece that called you and said they burned that bitch to the ground, lady. When was it your niece that called and said they was burning that bitch to the ground? And I'm like, why y'all tearing up your own neighborhoods? That didn't make no sense. When they did those protests in Minnesota, they was tearing up their own neighborhoods. No. We was finna get to George Floyd soon, but we was talking about Brittany. Who else?
With the George Floyd thing.
Yeah.
Man.
That was a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. I'm sorry.
Well, look, when it came to George Floyd,
they wasn't even about that conflict. Man, I don't even talk ill on the dead or nothing, but
they pumped it up because they played on the black women's heartstrings. Well, he cried out for his mama. And that's when all this
shit, they got his knee on the goddamn neck and I can't fucking breathe.
But I'm saying that's when the sisters, that's when they got up in arms. And it was like, you kill a man when he was crying for his mama, and that could have been any one of our sons. Oh, now you give a fuck about your black sons.
Oh, damn.
Now you give a fuck about them. You don't give a fuck about them when y'all here being you don't give a fuck about them right then. No, you only give a fuck about them when they laying on their belly with a fucking foot on their neck.
So let me change the conversation to something we was talking about earlier. I want to ask you a question because my wife was in here and we giggling. Okay. Was your mother the type of woman that you could come up and say, "Hey, I think you made a mistake when you met my daddy"?
No.
I thought so. Close. I thought so. Because the way Taja was talking, it's like you don't talk to your mother and tell her about her accountability. And what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like
somebody
said you should have told your mother that it was her mistake.
Oh shit!
For getting with your dad.
Oh shit!
And then I said, what was you raised at? And who was you raised back? Because I wish I could have ever went to my mom and said some shit like that.
Oh shit! Tell my mama.
Like, you got that soft parenting. That's what you got. But no, I talked to my mom and tell my mom, oh fuck that. I wish I could go to my mom.
Tell my mother like what?
Nah, my mother. She was a psychiatric technician for a hospital.
Yeah, you told me that.
And my father, he was a bus driver for the city.
Okay.
So he definitely made more money than her, but he always worked. My dad, he worked until he had a medical disability that made him get forced into retirement.
Okay. And he really didn't want to go.
Nah, and then like right after that, he had a stroke.
Yeah, he told me that.
So he couldn't drive bus anymore. Once he recovered from the strokes, he drove cabs for a while. But
he just wanted something to do. He just wanted something to do at that point. Because I know they paid him. I know he had I know he was getting paid where he didn't have to work.
Yeah, he was out on disability for quite some time, and even well into his retirement, he was earning disability.
And do what when I talk to this crazed, enraged woman?
No, I'm saying, Paige Stars, whatever that she said, you should have went to your mom, told your mom.
Every step's a good fortune.
It was her fault for getting with your dad. I'm like, girl,
that shit just sounds strange. Go tell your mom.
It sounds strange.
That she made a mistake. She told your dad.
She said,
girl, your mama wasn't fully motherfucking in the black neighborhood either. We could tell that shit too.
I'll say, yeah.
Because first of all, my mama knocked teeth out my motherfucking mouth. My grandma knocked teeth out my mouth for motherfucker listen to a church conversation when I was in front of them. You know what I'm saying? My eyeballs turned. I seen nothing but white when I was in front of them talking about the church business, and I'm right behind her walking into church. So you think I'm going to ask these deranged woman or tell her, well, you shouldn't have got with my daddy, and you know what I'm saying? And what the fuck?
I told her, I said, I said, you ain't never get your ass whooped then, did you? Because I got my ass whooped.
So out the front.
Shit, you supposed to get your ass whooped.
Out the front.
Oh no, my mom just sit down and talk to us, and I'm like,
Shit,
what
you
the
know.
fuck?
Half my mother and I got with my father.
Shit. Man, I got
She
you fucked
would
out.
go straight to the nunnery.
So nunnery, yes.
No, not like for real.
Really?
She was planning to be the nun.
Oh, that's okay. You just happen to be the baby boy that should get up. Okay, I got you.
She know I told her she don't know what ass whooping is. I got my ass whooped with whatever fucked up woman got in her hand is what I got my ass whooped. Belt, pinch cord, switch, whatever.
See the way my folks got together. My mother's best friend
Yeah.
is one of my dad's younger sisters.
Oh, okay.
So they met through my uncle.
That's kind of cool.
You know? And they only 6 years apart from each other. Well, they were 6 years apart from each other. But, yeah, that's how they met. And my mom, she had me when she was 20.
Oh, okay. My mama had me by 18, 19. I'm not a Bird King. I was a Bird King baby. That's why I can't stand Bird King to this day.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think my existence is probably why they got married when they did, because just doing the math, I was born roughly 8 months after their wedding.
Damn. They got right to work. 360 coming. Who? You'll find out. I mean, it don't get no cooler than that, though. No, again, I'm trying to tell her 360. Yeah, I'm trying to tell her 360, listen. You grew up on the other side of the spectrum. I understand that shit. My mama didn't play that shit.
Neither did mine. My mama whooped the fuck out of me.
Whooped you sleeping, didn't you? And then woke you up.
No. She only whooped me like a handful of times. My father was the 100% disciplinarian.
Oh.
Damn near abusive. Damn near. I mean, I remember one time this motherfucker, he swung his belt on me. But he didn't wrap it around. What he did was he just took that motherfucker and slung it on like a fucking whip from dangle chain. and he hit me with the buckle.
Yep.
And man, when I looked at my leg, man, that buckle had left an imprint in the shape of a G. And that shit didn't go for me for about 2 weeks.
Oh, I know that's right. He told you I meant business.
That shit was like G for good, like what you should have been.
So I tell the girl, I say, listen, let me tell you what I grew up off of. Me and my stepfather fought in the front yard because he thought I was looking at my mom.
Let's make this one count.
I say I can admit that because guess what? It don't hurt no more. You know, I used to have dreams of killing this man. I really did. But after a while, he wasn't really all that bad. Then I realized mom doing goofy ass shit, like going to goddamn take the food money and go buy her new Gucci purse. What the fuck are you doing? So he confronted her about the shit one night, and I actually happened to be in the bathroom, minding my business, taking a shit, and their room is right across, because our bathroom was in between two rooms. I'm sitting here, taking a shit. I ain't thinking of nothing. I ain't trying to eavesdrop no shit like that. You dead ass motherfucking wrong. What the fuck you going to get a purse from? You ain't got nothing to start fucking eating in the house. You know what? Check this shit out. This is what I'm going to do. I ain't going to feed no motherfucking body either. I said, what the fuck you going to do with this?
What the fuck happened?
I ain't do shit. But he never was like that. He would give us his last. He actually showed me what it was to be a man. He would give up his last crumb to make sure me and my siblings and his kids ate. You know what I'm saying? And we actually end up I actually end up, I don't do that step brother shit. I do, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, he didn't have to do what he did. He didn't have to sacrifice them long ass hours with this woman who already got 2 kids from 2 different men already, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I salute the shit. That's all I could do about it. You know, he's a respectable man. He is now still a respectable man, except when they get on Facebook, start arguing, which I had to tell my wife, I'm not getting in this shit. Because I had made a phone call down there and I told him straight up, hey, look, man, I'll kill everybody in there. Keep playing with me. Well, you need to control your temper. No, bro, I'm grown now. That shit don't fly. I will kill everything in that house if something happens to that woman in there, brother. You understand what I'm saying? I said, you taught me to be a man. I respect you. Always have, always will, but I will kill you over my mother, brother. He said, I respect it. Like I said again, you raised me as your own. I look at you as Paul, but I still will put you in the ground. Don't play with Mrs. Goddamn Crystal Rudine Brown Ivy, whatever the fuck she goes by now. You feel me? I'm trying to tell you, don't play with Miss Crystal Rudine. Yes, she was named after her daddy because he was Rudolph Valley Brown Sr. And then I got a Rudolph. I don't know his middle name, but I know Brown Jr. He might be the same as my grandfather's name. Yep, but after that, my wife said, leave that shit alone, stay out of it. That was the smartest thing my wife ever told me. I was getting ready to go take me a bus ticket and get on behind me and do what I had to do. I don't give a fuck about none of that. She said, boy, you got a baby girl here to raise. Get your act right. Get your mind right, motherfucker.
Then the fucked up part is, even if you had, this would turn moms against the enemy.
Cute moves. I don't give a fuck. Shit, we might do it again, I bet. Yeah, I'll dig it. Look, I would have been like, I'll dig him up.
And then look, that's when you get the real conversation. He didn't do nothing. It was really all my fault. I kept fucking with him and doing this, and I hit him.
Yep, and that's why I stay the fuck out of it. Jaws information says she wants me to go live, so I'm probably going to go live at 10 a.m. so that everybody can get that live, because I wanted my wife to hear some of it, because it was funny. But let's get back to talking about this dipshit ass girl. So boom, you know how Juggernaut is. Even though you and Juggernaut don't get along, y'all agree on the basic of motherfucking terminology. So I got Juggernaut eating that ass in there. And, you know, I said, I know I shouldn't ask this question, but let me ask Juggernaut. Juggernaut, could you just ask the same question? Juggernaut started fucking laughing. I knew what the laugh means, so I tell everybody, there you go, that's my proof. She's like, what do you mean? He's just laughing.
Good day.
Girl, you don't catch what kind of laugh that is? That's not an ordinary hee hee ha ha laugh. That's a nigga you better not try kind of laugh. That's nigga you know better kind of laugh. You understand what I'm saying? Go up there and tell my mama I think it was a mistake you got with my dad and you need to own up to the account of what? My teeth would have been out my motherfucking mouth before I said this. Cook. Well, that's abuse. That's not abuse, baby. That's not abuse. That was corporal punishment. Why would I hit my kids when you know what I'm saying, because they were wrong, and it's teaching them not to do that shit again? Stay in a fucking child's place. That's what I was taught. And it was a very strong lesson, because again, in church, I see white.
That's one of those, how dare you disrespect me and your father like that. You disrespect him because you make it seem like he's some type of horrible man, and then you disrespect me by questioning my discernment and thinking.
Yep, that's right. Like I said, he wasn't no pokey. I can say that much. He wasn't no pokey. He raised his grandkids now. That my sister done left him.
And this is the point I constantly make to women, that as much as they want to talk about it's their child, well, okay, well, fine. As the mother, it is your responsibility to teach your child how to respect their father, how to respect that male authority.
That's right.
You teach your child how to respect him. It's not something that the man just does on his own. It ain't just, oh yeah, I'm gonna whoop that ass. bro, is you
Oh,
teach
got meh.
your child as a woman to give deference, to give respect to the father. He's the provider, he's the protector. So yeah, you make demonstrations like you give daddy the big piece of the chicken. Yeah, you do. Because this the nigga that's protecting you, and this the nigga that's that's providing for you. He's going out there, he's busting his ass as a man, just keeping this whole stack of spinning plates on sticks. He
Goddamn
all the
right.
plates spinning.
Goddamn right. And they still spinning now. And he been gone, what, 30? No, he been gone, what, 25 years now.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, you better respect this man. And because she is the one who teaches the children to respect and revere the father, that's where her power comes from, when she says, hey, you better stay in line, because if you don't, I'm going to tell your daddy.
Right, because one of the things she was talking about was the good cop, bad cop complex. Let me tell you about old Southern mothers. They don't give a fuck about none of that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
My mama did.
Because here's the thing. There was a difference between mama whipping your ass and daddy whipping.
Oh, yeah, damn right. Fuck that.
See, mama might give you a few raps.
Yep.
And that be the enemy. And she might, and then after the fact, she'll tell you, you know what? I should tell your daddy so he come home and whip your ass too.
Yeah.
But you know what? You straighten up right now. I'll let it slide. But she still give you that ass with the shoes on you.
Oh, I got that shit one night. Let me tell you what happened. I ain't gonna tell him what happened. All right, please don't tell him whatever. And the motherfucker double crossed me.
But then if you really fuck up, she whip your ass, and then she
whip your ass. Everybody whip your ass. Grandma whip your ass. Yeah.
Then it's like the hailstorm. Daddy whip your ass. See, at that point is, hold up. You can hear the conversation. Daddy come home, mama pissed off. He's like, hey baby, what's going on? What the fuck done happened there? Well, let me tell you what your son done did.
Oh shit. I'm already out the door. I was already out the door. You gotta catch me if you can. I'm the gingerbread man. Fuck that shit.
And look,
ass already sold too? Fuck that shit.
Here's the turning point. When she tell him, well, yeah, this is what I did. I told him such. And then he told me what he wasn't going to do, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, egging that shit on. Yeah, the old egg that shit on. Yeah. You said what?
And I had to whoop his ass. and that's the magic word. It's like, baby.
Ass?
Baby.
Them niggas sounded like the Booty Warriors on Super Xavier channel on YouTube. Who said ass? What the fuck? No, that's the only thing you heard? Ass?
No, it comes down to this. It's like, wait a minute.
Uma's magic is in this.
You had to whip him? Oh, no.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. If you had to whip him,
I definitely got to get it.
Then when I get a hold to that ass, I got to damn near put his ass under.
Yes, sir.
Because I'll admit I've done the same thing myself. Because in my home, my kids will tell you, rule number one was don't make mommy mad. Because for the most part, my wife is relatively fair.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, she's extremely lenient.
Yeah, I can tell, especially that day we had that idiot on the chat talking about, I know how to do with cars and my husband this, and you putting on that big ass facade, knowing damn well you fuck your husband with a strap on. The fuck? Don't try to sit there and bullshit with me. Like my wife always said, she said, honey, baby, I bullshit with you in this, but when it come down to it, you handle business. I said, you got that right, but I don't like it.
Right. And like I said, she's very lenient. So, a lot of times kids would do a little bullshit and she wouldn't tell me. But then after the fact, I might find out. So now I'm mad, but I'm actually more angry at the fact that she didn't tell me than what the kid even did. So now I'm having a comment, and now I'm, once I find out, now I'm ready to go bust some ass. And she's like, "No, baby, please don't whip him. Don't whip him."
It goes back to what Robin Harris said while he was living. I'm gonna whoop you when I wanna.
Hey, you know what you do? I'm gonna come straight to the child or children, whoever did whatever offense. And I say, you know what? I was gonna whip your fucking ass, but you know what? Your mama, she stuck up for you. She saved her, and she saved y'all little fucking asses. So if I was y'all, I would not only be on my best fucking behavior, but I sit up here and say thank you to your mama. And thank you, mama. Thank you.
You goddamn right. Shit, the days I got saved, goddamn right. Hey, mom, hey, good looking. Shit.
And I'm like,
And they go right back to fucking up the next day.
Until she would get pissed. And then once she get pissed,
it's over.
Oh, it's over.
All that shit from come out. My mama used to do this shit right here. I'll tell you what my mama used to do. She used to get me for old and new. I hated that shit. You remember some shit I did 6 years ago. You just wait for me to fuck up today. Why? That shit was 6 years ago. Remember that time you acted up in that store, motherfucker? I was a child. Remember when you put your grandmama's Jeep in reverse and back into our neighbor's gate? Mama, I was a child.
A lot of times my kids used to get upset with me because once we got home from school, I pretty much kept them inside. It was only until a few years later when they realized what kind of neighborhood we was in, and it was like, oh, so that's why you don't let us go outside and play with the kids. I'm like, yeah, because those kids were going around throwing bricks through people's windows and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Doing all kind of dumb shit, getting themselves locked up. Or hanging around the local drug dealers and shit. Like, oh, that's why I kept you inside. Kept y'all inside. Keep y'all away from all that dumb nigga shit.
Oh, damn right.
By the time they started going to high school, they understood. Especially when they started seeing some of the same types of kids at these schools. Like, yeah, these kids, they're always in trouble. Like, yeah, that could have been you. But now it's not. Now look at you. 2 of you in college, 1 of you in the Army National Guard, another one getting ready to go to college. Like, fuck. Your life is right ahead of you. Matter of fact, the one that's going to Hopkins University in Baltimore, she got a full-ride scholarship.
Oh, that's good.
My oldest, she already has her associates. Now she's going for a bachelor's.
Okay, go ahead, girl.
But she's going for a bachelor's at UC Berkeley.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck you. You're in a position where you can actually do something. You tell people you graduated, you put that little stamp on it. I'm graduating from UC Berkeley.
Yeah, Berkeley. Okay, yeah, that little that makes a difference, though. What was that? What was that goofy shit that they say? She said, yeah. She said, yeah. She said, that's why, you hold in all that trauma, Hollow. You gotta learn to forgive your daddy. Fuck my daddy. I'm not forgiving that nigga for shit.
Trauma.
That nigga took.
You know what?
Well, who told you that your daddy sold your Sega Genesis crack? His mama, my grandmama. It can't be, too many motherfuckers that's gonna tell me something different. If everybody's hollering the same shit, something's got to be correct.
Man, I'll be so glad when these bitches stop doing this whole
dice wielder.
Tiptoe around these feelings, make them out of a bullshit bullshit where they just use all this mental health jargon to basically say that women can never be accountable for nothing. I'm just like, God damn.
No, because what she told me is, I'm gonna tell my sons if they can't afford the marriage, don't marry that woman. What the fuck are you saying?
Look, now they talking about some shit about women's pre-orbital cortex or some shit like
cerebral cortex is not developed all the way. Bitch, she knew what fucking was.
Not until she's like 35. I'm like, so. God damn, so look, I'm telling this bullshit now.
That's what they was trying to say about Cassie. Her cerebral cortex. We ain't trying to hear that stupid ass shit.
Now what's next?
Did you hear that audio leak when she told one of the people she was freaking off with that I'll fucking kill you, chop your body up? Do you know how powerful we are? It didn't sound like she was coerced.
But that's what I'm saying. Now, next thing you know, about 10 years, they be telling some bullshit about women mind on mature fully to about 50. I mean, it's like every time you turn around, they constantly pushing the fucking goalposts.
I'm sorry. That was funny because you finally said that women mature faster than men. I asked the question, how? Because when we get out in this world, we got to do what we can do. All the saying, say, I got you. But there's a big fucking difference in issues right here. Again, my parents told me get the fuck out.
Yeah. So let's just look at what we got right now. So an 18-year-old young man whose cerebral cortex should be just in the same level of development as a woman's, he's still seen as a man, but now the woman, her cerebral cortex ain't finished till she fucking 35 or some shit.
Nope, ain't evolved yet. That's right. Goddamn no accounting. Shit.
So at least for about 15 years, we gotta treat them like children.
My wife laughed at this goddamn live so hard, and you know, 360. My wife don't get involved in live unless she sees something that she's interested in.
Right.
She was sitting here laying down because she was already pissed off because I didn't let her take the nap because I'm on the live bullshit. She started talking that bullshit, talking about, well, I went to my mom and I could talk to my mom and that's what's wrong. My wife went on, said, what the fuck? She said, I couldn't talk to my mom about that shit. Hell, I didn't even want to tell her I had got pregnant.
Yes, exactly. Like, that's, hell, if anything, that's the problem right there. It's like,
what was that story you told me about the gynecologist? You tried to trick him up and talk about, yeah, I got to go for an annual checkup for the football team. Or what team?
I was playing basketball.
Volleyball. You said volleyball.
No, I was playing basketball.
Okay, yeah, she had to go get a basketball checkup.
I was on the girls' basketball team.
Right.
But I'm like, Chris kept saying, he was like,
oh, you use real names.
Well, he was saying 6 feet.
Yeah, okay.
He was saying she's pregnant.
Right.
And I was like, you got that lot. He was like, yes, she is. I was like, no, I'm not. He said, all I've been doing is sleeping and eating. You pregnant. And I said, no, I'm not. So he's like, well, you better go and get checked out.
Oh, shit.
So I left motherfucking school. I left school. And took the made me an appointment, went to the doctor. And shit. Go to the doctor. And by the time I get done with my appointment, I'm like, okay, I'm going home. School about to get out, so I can go home.
Lovely. Another
shit,
servant
so I
of
didn't even
man.
make the motherfucker home. That motherfucker motherfucker home. Oh, mama answered that motherfucker phone.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I get home.
Yeah.
She said, where you been? She tried to keep on and say where I been.
I remember that game. Better not lie. Better not lie.
I said, I just came to get my physical. My basketball physical.
You say, she said, bitch?
She said, just stop telling that goddamn lie. You want to buy a motherfucking physical, but you ain't get no physical for motherfucking basketball. I said, what? Dr. Lynn's office just called here for you. I said, fuck. She said, yeah, I said, oh, he's mad.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Said, so they wouldn't give me no information. They wouldn't give me no information about you. So you might as well call them motherfucking back and see what the fuck they want.
And I'm right here.
With you.
I'm right here. Well, I'm finna stand right the fuck here.
Gosh,
and you finna stand right the fuck here.
I said she finna stand right there. She ain't finna move.
Ain't finna move.
I'm like, oh man, that's something. My daddy never whooped my ass. So like, it was like, he ain't whooping no girl.
I remember that.
He gonna whoop them boys,
right.
but them girls ain't whooping no girls. That's her job to whoop a girl.
She whip it good.
Shit,
I remember one time I took that motherfucking city bus because my mom said, I don't give a fuck how you get to school, get there. So I took the motherfucking city bus, decided to ride that bitch for the whole day. Fuck you, man. You got freedom? Shit. Play with me? Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm
Call
showing
it
you.
them. Call. Why your ass on that school?
No, the school called her. I didn't think the school called. Because I already had played like I was my mom. I already had called the motherfucker, say, yeah, he ain't feeling too good, he won't be in today. All you need to do is, okay, man, Mrs. Brown, can you bring a note in? You know, and he'll be excused for what's happening. So I'm thinking everything cool, local stuff, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I cool. Fuck it. Everything good. Them some bitch then doubled back, called my mama. So I guess they recognized the voice because they wasn't stupid. So they doubled back, called my mama. My mama gave me the same question when I got in the house. Where you been? I went to school. What you talking about? Try again, motherfucker. Where you been? Mama, I was at school. Check this out. She started cracking her knuckles. All right, cool, check. Hey, wait. I rode the bus out to a Sunsplash and got lost. She said, what the fuck you was doing in Cape Coral and you supposed to be in Norfolk, Mott? You took the wrong bus, didn't you? I ain't know how to do this shit. I'm way out there in Sunsplash. I'm way out there near my uncle's house in Cape Coral. Then I done came back around from Cape Coral when the bus came back to the terminal and rode that bitch all the way out to Lehigh. I'm on every bus possible. I ain't telling her that shit though, because that'll just run up her blood pressure. I just told her I took the wrong motherfucking bus. She said, you didn't bother to look in the fucking manual, stupid. I thought it was the right bus. She said, I'd kick your ass. So she said that this is valid. At least you learn how to ride the bus. Next time, and check this shit out. Don't go to school next time. I got something for you. Yes, ma'am.
You know what the overall problem with NRPs is, man?
What you got?
We have selective memory.
I ain't got no selective goddamn memories.
No,
Our mothers got selective memories.
No, I ain't saying you. I'm talking about us in a collective sense.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like, okay, so you know how we'll talk about Pookies and Ray Rays of today,
right?
And how they are the bastard sons of the single mothers of the generation back then.
Yep.
But for some reason, as a community, as people, that's as far as we go back. Like we don't acknowledge the single mothers of the 1910s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and then 60s. It's like for some reason they just thought at 1960, like the ones from the feminist movement, as if we didn't have black single mothers earning.
Correct.
As if we didn't have pimps and burglars, just general thugs and degenerates back then.
We had all that. I mean, like I was trying to tell her, baby, listen, I grew up rough. By the time I went to high school and middle school, I wasn't scared. Damn, nigga, what can you do to me? I'm already fighting with grown niggas anyway. I don't give a fuck.
What do you mean this is
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I get mad at my sister because you ain't the same mother to me as you is to her.
Yeah, like what you expect the kids to do when a kid is in, say, his junior year in high school, he's about 17 years old. But he in the classroom with a motherfucker that's like 22, 23 years old.
So long, nice wielder.
Crazy thing about it is, you better not come home after hell.
Bring me more pig.
You better not. You better stay until that ass is well whipped. I better not hear about you. They don't understand about that gladiator shit.
Yeah.
I raised my brother off that gladiator shit. He said I watched him and my little cousin fight. You goddamn right. Y'all finna do the same shit I did. Gladiator school, nigga. Yep, goddamn right. And the first one to cry, get their ass whipped.
And then we got the girls, which shit, like in our generation, the women in our generation are the freaking generation.
She tried to bring that dumb shit up. That shit was so funny. I'm like, girl, that ain't got nothing. Because I was telling her, this was the argument. The argument was basically back in the day, he actually took women's word and we kind of, put that trust in them, and we did what we did.
Yeah.
And she was talking about, no, I would have asked you to go to the health clinic. I said, look, listen, baby, that wasn't even a conversation. That wasn't even a conversation. Let me tell you how these conversations go. This is how the conversation went. Come get this ass. My daddy done left. He won't be home until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm already at the window.
Like the little stories from the little parts from Boys in the Hood.
Right. We didn't say, hold on, wait. We're gonna wait for the test results to come back. Then we go, no, we ain't give a fuck about none of that. Shit. I manage your ass trying to get what we can get while we can get it. And she's talking about, and then I told her my mama had a connect at the health clinic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she would tell me, before you want to get your little meat wet or whatever, run the name by me. I'll run it by Shawty at the health clinic, and I'll get back with you and let you know, if it's safe to put your noodle. It's that shit out there, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't finna be around here, with that shit, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Well, your mama could have lost her license. Bitch, my mama don't have no fucking license. The fuck? My mama don't even work for the health clinic. What the fuck are you talking about? My mama's a juvenile cop. Shit. What else she said? Well, that's violating.
She should have been getting her information. You give her their name, and she get their ring.
But this is what Juggernaut. Listen. So me and Juggernaut had an hour and 20-minute conversation while I was driving back to the house to go get my wife some Popeyes. And he said, Mario, I want you to realize this. I'm going to ask you a question. Because you know how he asks this question. He asks this question in riddles. He says, right, and it's a riddle. And you figure it out. Okay, cool. I like to figure out the riddle. He said, Mario, how come at the hospital there's only one person that is certified that can handle your blood, but at the health clinic, anybody can handle your blood? Can you answer the question? So I thought about it because it sounded like a two-sided die. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I know at the hospital the phlebotomist is the only one can handle your blood, but you're telling me that any RN at the health clinic can handle my blood. Okay, why is that? Okay, cool. I said, you got me on this one. What you got to say about it, Judge? One is county and one is state. County doesn't have to be certified. They can just have the RNs. The state is regulated by HIPAA, and they have to follow the rules. So this is why in the hospital, the only one that's able to handle your blood is the phlebotomist. I sat back and I thought about that shit. I said, you know what? You goddamn right. And then he gave me another example. He said, how long do you think it takes to do the paperwork at the plasma center? Okay, I'm going to follow you on a strange ass journey. You feel me? Fuck it. I'm in here. I'm invested. I'll say about 10, 15 minutes. Right. How come at the hospital, who was the only person allowed to stick you at the hospital? I say that'd be the doctor. When you come in with the needle, he's the only one certified to stick you. But any of these technicians at the plasma center are certified to stick you, right? Right. He said same concept. So, the gears are rolling. Okay, I get it. Then he break it down why he said that. At the health clinic, this is public information. I felt like a stupid motherfucker. You ever felt like a stupid motherfucker? I felt stupid. Because I wasn't, I'm listening to what he's saying, and once he tied it all together neatly in the bow, I just felt dumb. Because I thought about it. Health clinics ain't regulated by no fucking HIPAA. So any RN can go ahead and stick you in your asshole with that motherfucking goddamn penicillin shot and send you back home to your mom.
Yeah, it's kind of like comparing a public school to one of these charter schools.
Right.
They're not funded by government money.
Right. And that's what we got into too, because I was telling them, what? You cooking for that? I'll get it for you. I was telling them earlier, I went to a magnet school. lot of the OGs and everybody. I'm like, that was accelerated because we started talking about the school that they had put to the side for pregnant women. I ain't doing touch your cookie. I don't. You will tell your arch. Yeah, you know, yeah. So, I'm telling them the magnet school is basically accelerated now. And they focused on STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You know what I'm saying? And I qualified because my test scores were high. See? I know. I turned that on so that we don't kick off at the same time. But I said that to say this. Because one of the, what is his name? Big Boss. He came in the older guy. Well, we didn't have none of these girls pregnant like that in Mississippi. What? Mr. Biggs, that's his name. The older gentleman. So I let him talk. I'm telling him there was girls pregnant in middle school and high school, and they did not mix them with my school.
Bruh, I remember one time I had a 16-year-old trying to holler at me on Facebook. Shit tripped me out. And I'm like, why are you talking to me? You know,
right, I'm not going to say nothing incriminating. What the fuck are you doing in my inbox?
Dude, I shit you not, bro. I told her, I said, look, young lady, you ain't old enough to talk to me. You're not even 18. What the age of consent in Mississippi is 16.
Fuck that shit.
I said, well, the age of consent here in Louisiana is 18. Hey, you know this chick waited 3 years.
And she came back?
He came back.
What the fuck? Little girl, you gonna go find my son and fuck him?
Shit scared the shit out of me. I'm like, God damn, this bitch rich.
She wanted what she wanted. She waited 3 years. She said no was not an option.
She waited 3 years, and then after the 3 years, man, she came at me hard. I'm like, oh, baby.
Oh God. Well, what do you mean by hard? If I mean true.
Well, sending me pictures and everything.
Oh no, baby, no. Even though you legal, baby, do you know I'm way past legal? Ain't nothing I can do with you. You still got Similac coming from your mouth. Hell, our oldest about to be 18. Shit, still waiting on the damn PlayStation 5 I had to send out. I say, damn. But matter of fact, you know what was strange? I'll tell you what was strange. I had the same similar situation in my neighborhood.
That's how you doing now? All right. What you say, bro?
I had the same simulation in my neighborhood. I'm walking to the store to get me something to drink and go get me one of them new buffalo chicken sandwiches that they had from the corner store. Cause you know them Arabs get down on them sandwiches.
Right.
So I'm going up there, and you know I got my mama food stamp card. I'm living life right now. Shit, she never let me hold the food stamp card. Fuck, I'm in love. You hear me? Shit. I'm finna go in here and buy this. I'm finna spin this shit up. You hear me?
Hey, you feel important right now.
Right. The little black ass girl walked right behind me. Okay, how you doing?
All right.
I say, what you following me for? She said, I like you. She's, oh, yeah, you talk to people.
I'm in.
Yeah, she said, I like you. I say, well, girl, do you understand that I am, you know, what I was at the time? I'm 20 years old, and you about, what, 14? Girl, you don't get your jailbait ass fucked around me? I don't do that. I don't care. And like you said, she waited.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. What you saying?
Fortune. This one is harder.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, maximum.
Oh, well, when they come in, they're gonna make a general announcement.
Say what?
And they're gonna let you know where to line up at and how to proceed. Or anytime. Hello?
Yeah, I was there, yeah. Oh, boom! The black ass little girl followed me around the neighborhood. Okay, what the fuck you want? You know, little girl, so I ain't really say it like that. You know, what's going on? What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Where you stay at? Whatever. I'm a gentleman. I'll walk you home to make sure you get to your parents. I like you. Fuck. I don't like me. I don't even know you. Well, you gonna be my boyfriend. No, the fuck I'm not. I don't like prison.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, check this shit out. You know, go on about your business, and I'm gonna mind mine. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep percolating. You understand what I'm saying? All right, boom. So I go to the store, go in, come out. She's still there. What you done bought your new lady? My motherfucking girl. Man, I broke out in the sprint. I ran away from this one. Like, the fuck no, I don't do that, baby. Hell no. You even have nobody around here saying I'm grooming children. And I'm in a dope boy neighborhood. You crazy as fuck. No, I ain't doing that. So, like you said, she said, I'll wait. So she waited about 4 or 5 years. I'm 25. I just buried my grandfather. I just lost, my brother just got shot. I'm already trying to figure out from my baby mama, if this is my child, you know what I'm saying, before I find out that she passed. She passed, what, about a year or something later after all this shit happened in 2014. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting around, you know, I'm going through it smooth. I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm having the best time of my motherfucking life. My auntie's organs just shut down for diabetes. My brother got shot. I just brought my grandfather home, buried him. You know what I'm saying? This is the best time of my fucking life. You feel me?
Right.
I said, I'm old enough yet. I'm 18. Fuck out my face. But I thought you said when I get older. No, I said, dude. If I'm 25, what can I do with you?
But you said,
Yeah, girl, you get out my face. Go find you somebody to play with, man. It ain't me. All of a sudden, you know how the people eyeballs get to looking at you. Oh, hell no, you gotta go on because people starting to look at me strange now. No, but you said, I didn't say I was gonna talk to you. Look, girl,
you said,
I can't talk to you, baby. I can't do that. You're a child.
Stay safe, friends.
You will always be a child to me. You know, and plus, I know your people.
Alexandra.
I'm good.
Don't keep
I'm good. A couple years later, we found out, goddamn it, everybody run the train on her. I'm gonna happen to walk by the project because I'm going to go get my homeboy Curtis. We finna go do what we do. We get some Black and Miles, you know what I'm saying? Write some music, do what we like to do.
Right.
Niggas talking about some pussy in here. Y'all niggas wanna hit that shit? Fuck no. I don't do looking at other niggas' dicks. That shit gay to me. My homeboy started laughing his ass off. He started laughing his ass off. Guess what little girl walks out of that motherfucking apartment? You wanna come get some? Fuck no. I ain't never been desperate for no piece of ass.
Yeah, she been hot to try.
I felt so bad for him. 360.
I can imagine so.
I felt like if at least I would have played with her, maybe she wouldn't be, you know, the neighborhood victim. Maybe if I would have said, you know what, hold yourself out till you 22.
Neighborhood victim.
Right.
More like neighborhood willing participant.
Right. Maybe I was thinking to myself, maybe I should have told her 25. I believe she probably would have waited to 25 too.
Because you know what, I think that's part of the problem in our society. We let them get a pass by calling themselves victims. They're not victims, they're willing participants.
Yeah. But you know, I like I said, I just felt bad on this one, like I was responsible. All I was telling was, no, I'm not. You know. I'm not doing that. You too fucking young, baby. I can't. What fuck
You
can I?
try to tell yourself that the buck couldn't stop with you.
Right, you gotta continue, baby.
She was gonna go regardless.
Sure, she was on go. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and here go the other funny situation. I'm in my 30s. I just met Lady T over here that's laying next to me. I'm tired of staying at my daughter's house. And plus, at the same time, her homegirl called me because she needed help with her sons to clean the house up. So I said, fuck it, I'll go walk on down there. You know, I mind my business. And that's how me and my wife ended up staying up there with a friend for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, until we decided to go back home. Me and my homeboy, we are competitive. We playing 2K at the time. He's got the fucking the Tennessee Timberwolves. I'm running with my motherfucking Lakers. The only thing we see is screen. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you that so that way you can follow the story. We in this bitch. I'm dunking with Brian. I'm going in with James. You know, oh no, yeah, I'm doing it because, you know, we couldn't pick the old school teams because, you know, the old school teams is cheap. So I'm doing my thing with Kobe. Doing my thing with, I think Shaq at the time. Yeah, I think Shaq. But, you know, Shaq got to get in there and they always robbing his ass. But once you get in that hole and dunk, you can't stop him. So we end up bitch rocking. Tell the rest of the story, kid. What you say? Yeah, girl, whatever, start, you know, twitching our ass. We don't know what the fuck going on. Like I said, our eyes focus strictly on the screen. She come back round, twerk her ass again. Wife said that's when she tapped a friend on the shoulder. So come look at this. I want to make sure I ain't tripping before I fuck this little girl up. She come back again, do the same shit again, mama. All of a sudden, my wife do the finger to her. No, her friend do the finger to her. Say, come here. They pull her into the room. We don't know what the fuck going on again. We in 2K. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's up by 5. I'm trying to get Kobe to bust this 3. This nigga won't bust a 3 to save my life. I'm mad than a motherfucker. You feel me? I'm down. I caught up at the end, and we end up doing, you know what I'm saying, what they call that, after overtime. So me and my homeboy Tennessee is in overtime. My wife see this game is serious. We, you know, they ain't even talking to us. You feel me? We ain't even hearing shit. They done put the little girl in the room. Fuck is you doing? Well, you know, I like them. No, that's my man out there. You better leave my motherfucking man alone. You trying to be grown? No, this ain't about to be motherfucking grown in. Sherelle, come get this girl. Boom. I find out what's going on from the situation 5 years later. 5 years later, my wife sit me down one day. She said, I was finna fuck you up. I say, for what? I said, what did I do this time? No. Do you remember that little girl, little hot one with the booty jiggling and shit when she walked? Yeah, we remember her. She was twerking in front of y'all while y'all was playing 2K. I said, we ain't noticed that shit. Because first of all, I got a baby sister. I got 2 baby sisters. I got one named Kizzy that drives trucks now. And I got one, you know what I'm saying, that's going to college. You hear what I'm saying? I don't pay attention to no young ass girls. That shit ain't, that's not my speed. She said if you would have reacted, I'd have fucked you up. I said, reacted to what? You didn't know that girl was twerking in front of y'all? No. We are fucking playing 2K. It's just like if I'm playing Tekken. Nothing else matters but Tekken. I don't care if meteors are falling out the fucking sky. Nothing matters but Tekken. I don't see shit. Matter of fact, if you cross that TV, you might get hooked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was being fast, twerking in front of y'all, and we was waiting for y'all to react. You niggas never reacted. Y'all niggas kept playing the fucking game. Oh, my bad.
But it's weird because she said it like she almost mad that she didn't get the opportunity to flash out.
That's what. Right. Right. She wanted to see if I was gonna be on go because some little hot ass little girl, you know what I'm saying, shaking something. I ain't gonna go for that. If I know I'm with you, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I rock.
Like they almost mad. Like she almost mad you didn't react.
I think she was. I'm finna ask her. Was you mad I didn't react? Yep, she gave me the eye.
You got motherfucking jumps in?
Plenty of them. Yes.
You know, like she missed
Yeah,
opportunity.
Yeah. I want to tell this other story, but I know I ain't gonna tell
You
it.
got real good jokes.
So let me give you a hypothetical. You ready?
Shit, I was watching to see if y'all was gonna say anything to her.
We ain't saying shit because we didn't even know the bitch existed.
Every time she walk back Tennessee, go from back Tennessee, go right back here. And then they on people game, and I'm looking like, they look at me, I look at them, and I'm like, you know, you better get the little hot little bitch. Because you know me, I'll put my hands all over.
Like my sauce. Yes, sir. And
So,
I guess you said the little girl got mad because we ain't paying her no damn attention.
Yeah, we call her room, the mill told her, she said, there's 2 grown-ass men out there. Why you out there doing that shit? Well, I was my ass. That's what Mel told her.
Straight up. And then everybody looking at us sideways because we don't know what the fuck going on.
No, he said, why y'all hollering at that girl?
Yeah, why y'all hollering at the girl like that? Shit, leave that girl alone. Shit, we go back to the game. This game 2 of the season finals. You hear me? Again, Tennessee and the Lakers. I'm gonna win this motherfucker. We done bet some money on this one this time, so you know where the focus level's at, right? That focus level is on motherfucking 30,000. Ain't nothing can break this motherfucking Goku like focus. I don't care what the fuck you doing. Shit. Shit. What was that shit? So we'll say I get tried by my sister-in-law. Me and my wife driving up to the laundromat, whatever, right? Again, I'm minding my business. I'm on the phone with mama. Yeah, I ain't embarrassed about it. I'm on the phone with mama. Mama saying something. I'm listening to what mama's saying. Sister-in-law bust off. What she say? Ready to?
No, she said, hurry up, take me in there. To the store she wanted to go. And she was getting ready to fly back home from that store. So she's like, take me go wash up this little stuff so I can put it back in my suitcase and stuff. So okay. Took it to the laundromat. She put her shit in the wash, then put it in the dryer. And she was like, okay, take me down to the store. Get some shoes for her, give me some shoes. So when she gets out the car, she's on the phone with mama talking to her. And when she get ready to get out the car, she talking about something. Let me hurry up and get in here because I ain't got no drawers on her. Don't you be fantasizing.
What the fuck?
The bitch.
What the
You
fuck?
my sister, no, don't do that one, motherfucker. Don't. I looked at you.
I couldn't say what the fuck
because you was on the phone.
because I'm on the phone with mom. Then my mom say,
what was that?
What was that?
Yeah,
so I hurry up, change conversation.
Yeah, because, you know, she hear me cussing.
Right.
So she trying to figure out what's going on.
Right, so I moved mama to a different conversation. We get to talking about more family members, what the fuck we was talking about. About 30 minutes later, I get off the phone with mama. I'm looking at her. What the fuck you say? I said, Tish, please. Tish, please. I ain't got nothing to say. I said, I don't do shit like that. I don't double dip. If I'm with one sister and I've been with that sister for a while, I'm not going to get other sister. I mean, back in the day, yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck that. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of sort of accidentally did that.
Oh, shit. How that happened?
So in my case, I was already banging one sister. And I didn't realize that I was attracted to the other one because they had similar attributes. You know, I met them completely separately. Like,
right.
I was banging the older sister first.
Okay.
And she like around my complexion.
Okay.
And after a while, she kind of sort of started playing me to the left. So I just let it go.
Right.
And then about 4 or 5 years later, I met the younger sister, but I didn't know her last name. And she looks significantly different. Like, she's a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller, but a lot darker.
Right.
So I had no idea that, offhand that was a sister.
Right. And didn't care either.
So by the time I found out that was a sister, 3 or 4 fuck sessions in.
Too late. Fuck it, get in your mind.
And then, even then, I still wasn't quite sure because I was like,
Regular foes aren't enough, I see.
what's his name? The oldest one name was Ashley Alexis, I think. Oh, no. The older one. Oh, no, I was right. Ashley. The oldest one was Ashley, and the younger one was Alexis. And I just started asking questions. I'm like, do you know another name? And she's like, yeah, that's my sister. I said, oh, okay, she's like, how you know my sister? I said, oh, really? I actually date your sister. Oh, okay. We're right back to fuck.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell Toss. We motherfuckers can give a fuck. Shit, she want to get her rocks off. Shit, hey, you fucked my lady, was what it was at the time. Shit, you been fucking already. Now, if you'd told me before the first fuck, maybe we would have started. Hey, I can't do that. You been my sister. But after a while, fuck that. Hey, get what you do.
I was on the short path to get ready to turn out. And I can honestly admit, the younger sister was much better than the older one.
God damn it. That's some crazy shit.
You know what's crazy is I was real close to the mom and the daughter.
I've done that. My wife called me a dog because she laughed about that story I tell her. Because the story was, it was my homeboy mom, Tyrod. I'm already messing with his auntie. You know what I'm saying? Auntie in the room getting it on. Hey, shit, I'm looking at it like she ain't the prettiest, but hey, she giving us some pussy right now, and my pussy house dry. Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? We in this bitch. I'm knocking the dust off the auntie. Sister, after, a couple days of us doing this shit, walks in the room, butt ass naked. This is my homeboy's mother. What the fuck you doing in here? You know what I'm saying? I'm messing with your sister. What's going on? What's going on, Miss Cindy? When you get through with her, come see me.
See, for me, it was a little bit different. The mama was my direct co-worker.
Oh, okay.
And I had been at that job for about, I guess it was coming up on my 3rd year. Just short of 3 years. And, after all that time, we had been playing grab ass for a while.
Couldn't stop me.
But at one point she had tried to throw me on to her daughter. And I was like, well, okay, we'll talk. And sure enough, she did. She threw me on to her daughter. And the daughter was just like a tall and thicker, light-skinned version of her. And she was very, very blessed, very, very boldicious. So, sure enough, I brought the daughter to the Mosey. Made a good impression.
Yes, sir.
And then I was ready for mom. And I was ready for mom. I already knew. I was going to be in the
dice.
Oh, you did the old player shit. I'm gonna break her back, so that way I get to the one I really want to get to, because she gonna hear about how you broke her back, and she gonna get curious. Oh hell no!
And that's exactly how I started off. So, me and Miles, we had plans to go hook it up, but then shortly after that, Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, I figured. But this is what happened with me. So boom. I robbed Mama Cindy walking in there talking about, yeah, you got to get me next. Huh? Okay. I ain't got no problem with this shit. 360. By the time I walked in her fucking doorway, this was God. My dick died and would not fucking budge.
Oh.
I'm slapping the motherfucker. I'm doing something. Hey, bro, hey, this shit ain't never happened to me. I got ED or something. What the fuck going on? You know?
You got anxious. That's what happened.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. My dick don't work. I said, fuck it. I'm finna go lay back down next to your sister. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we'll try to get it on a little bit, whatever. Soon as I get back into the sister's room, do you know my dick stood right back up on its own?
Mm.
What the fuck is this? So I tried it one more time. I turn around, trying to bring the erection back to the girl. As soon as I stepped through to her bedroom, my shit died. Again. Instantly.
You probably weren't as attracted to her.
No, she fine as fuck.
Yeah, but I don't mean you was attracted to her though.
Right, but let me tell you the key of the story. I went in there and fucked her sister again. I got tired of the bullshit. Come to find out, she had herpes.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Okay.
That was God.
Feeling stronger, Queen?
I got you.
You know, goddamn it, shit. If my shit would work, I'd been bumpy. I've been a bumpy motherfucker today.
Well, because she was hitting it wrong.
That I was turning her sister out, like you just said.
Oh,
you know
baby,
what I'm
I like it. Oh, baby, I like it.
Right. These sisters didn't believe in no rubbers, no movies, no nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was. I was, damn. And then the next dude coming there, he smiling and talking about, I heard you can't get it up. Nigga, I heard that you bumpy than a bitch. He put his head down. Yeah, nigga, I heard you bumpy than a bitch, nigga. Yeah, that part, nigga. Yeah, because after I had went home, I ran her name through my mother. My mother ran it through the health clinic. The health clinic girl come back to my mother. My mother whispers in my ear, is her name Cindy such and such that stay in the projects such and such and such and such. I said, hey, how the hell you get the woman's address? Don't worry about all that. Because you know I'm a juvenile cop. I can give whatever information I want to the sister. Okay, what's going on, Mom? Leave that bitch alone. She got herpes.
Time for a showdown.
Ooh. I get back in the house, whatever. You know, because I ain't want to stay. My man is ass at home. The auntie let me in through the window. I'm finna get ready to go to sleep. She walk her ass in here with her new man. I pulled to the side. You tried me. I said, on the strength of your son, because we cool, I ain't gonna mention your business. Why you didn't tell me you were bumping? Oh, I didn't even know. Bitch, you knew because you have breakouts. Don't play with me. Oh, no, I just, I was jealous of my sister. What the fuck? I wasn't fucking with nobody behind your sister. I wasn't trying to do your sister dirty or no shit like that. We were just fucking. And at that time, guess what? She wasn't the prettiest looker. I guarantee that shit. But she got the job done. And I didn't have no other girls on deck, because you know how the girls were back in the day. You gotta have 26-inch rims and shit. You gotta be a dope boy and all that bull. Fuck all that shit. She said, I just want to fuck. I was like, okay, cool. That's fine with me.
Like I said, that was part of the freak generation.
So I'm telling the girl, Taza, that's not an ordinary conversation that we talk about, baby. That was later down the line once we realized, oh, this shit's called AIDS. This shit called that ninja, that shit, that phone. Once that shit came out, oh, bitch, oh, yeah. Let me see your status. You goddamn right. Why we gotta do all that, baby? I don't want to hear that shit. What my wife said, I don't want no blue waffles. Fuck you. I'm terrified of this shit. I ain't never caught one in my life. Don't catch it. So I said, if you can't go to the health clinic with me, ain't nothing for nothing. Unless I know, like, your resume and I know you ain't been doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Watch your step, Fortune.
In other words, no. It got to the point, like me and you was talking about the other night. You don't know who Ken no more.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorrow.
I ran into a cousin of mine, a distant cousin. Red girl. With the fro, I'm talking about she was pretty. I worked my way all the way to, you know what I'm saying, we finna do what we need to do.
Don't feel bad. I told you I already knew I smashed some fire.
I was getting ready to. My shit did not stand up for me. This one, but this time she riding the fuck out of me, nigga, old limp dick ass nigga. Ain't nothing I can say about it, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? 2 years later, we have a family reunion. We all traveled to somewhere in Florida to go have a little family reunion so we can meet our family. Why this bitch there? Hey, let me introduce you to your cousin. Fuck you say? Yeah, that's your cousin. That's one of your great cousins. Matter of fact, you ready for the key tricker? She lied about her age too. That shit taught me a couple lessons. Nope. Let me see. Let me see your ID. That's what turned me on. No, I don't want that fake ass pretended grown. Let me see that ID. If you can't show me no ID, I can't fuck with you. And that's what began my long tirade to the drought I went on.
Thank you for the variation, man.
I hate that drought. That drought shit sucks. Shit, you gotta use your hand. You get tired of using your hand. Your cousin decided to play a practical joke. He gave you a training video. I'm thinking the woman is fucking the man because the woman's on top, right? Oh, the woman was fucking the man already. Motherfucker turned that man over, pulled out a dick bigger than mine. I said, what the fuck is this shit? I took that son of a bitch and I smashed that shit. My cousin said, where my daddy video at? Motherfucker, I smashed that shit. That type of shit ain't meant for human eyes.
But look, he didn't go to show you how much you watch because he was looking for it back.
Man, that reminds me of the other story real quick. We was, you know when we had the DVD VCR combo.
Yeah.
I thought I was the slickest motherfucker on earth. Do you hear me? I'm thinking I'm Captain Smooth in this bitch. I'm in my back room. I could put the VCR tape on because I got the remote. But I just done got this nasty DVD from homeboy at school. Right? I'm like, yeah, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on this drought, but I'm finna make the best of this motherfucker. I'm getting ready to go to work 360. I got my lotion. I got my nasty ass goddamn hard rag. You hear me? I'm finna go to work. I'm just waiting because I know don't turn it on yet because as soon as I get comfortable, that when Mama radar go off and she want to come in and see what the fuck I'm doing for a second, then she gonna go about her business. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I wait the usual 2 minutes. I'm busting the room. When you get through with your nap, I need you to go ahead and sweep up the kitchen and help me and finish up the dishes. Okay, Ma, I got you. Boom. And don't lock this motherfucking door. My house. What the fuck? I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, but okay, cool. Don't lock doors. Like Friday. Fuck it. You hear me? Okay. First, I pushed the goddamn blade motherfucking VCR into the VCR. I insert the corn into the DVD player. I have blade playing so to make it look like I'm in the middle of a movie. So if she happens to open that door, I can switch the channel and make it look like I'm looking at Blade. But I'm hoping that she don't bring her ass back in here while I'm in the middle of that motherfucker because I don't know how to stop. Shit. If you just the footballs and bitch. Shit. You motherfucker trying to kill something. So boom. I start doing what I'm doing. I'm busting the room as clockwork. Switch that bitch. And now I'm trying to hold the shit back up under the cover because I don't want to get that shit on this cover. What you in here doing? Done? Oh, what you want? Lift them covers up, nigga. No. Lift them motherfucking covers up, nigga. No, Mom. I ain't got my shorts on. I'm inappropriate. Why are you inappropriate? Check this shit out, right? Run that DVD player. Huh?
Wow.
Run that DVD player. What you got in your DVD player? I see the light on. Run it.
Oh, man.
Man, if you don't run, I'm going to tell the shit out you. Run that motherfucker.
Man.
Oh, man, fuck. Oh my God. Oh, my cocker spaniel. Oh, give it to me. You nasty son of a bitch. You nasty motherfucker. You idiot motherfucker. That's why the motherfucking rag so motherfucking. I'm hearing this shit like the ancestors that came down from heaven to rain hailstorm upon my meat and potatoes for motherfucking trying to get a rock off in my own goddamn business. My mama snatched the whole fucking DVD tray out the fucking combo.
But she did. That's why the towel so stiff.
Yeah. She's mad. She snatched the whole tray out with the CD in it. Breaks the bitch in two.
Now you know what the cold-blooded part is?
What's up?
That she been trying to catch you.
Yeah, I know it. That's why I like my wife said, you be thinking you 3/4 slick, don't you? I said, yeah, but I didn't know she was that damn strong to snatch the fucking tray off with the DVD in it.
Oh,
And you know it was hard because this the homie DVD that he done snuck from his parents. And he gotta give it back before his dad realized the bitch missing.
oh shit.
We can't buy those kind of DVDs because we underage.
Right.
I'm all sorts of fucked up 360.
But no, I'm saying the reason why I said that it was a conversation that's already in the works
Yeah.
is because of the time.
Yeah. I mean,
She don't want to confront you. once I'm out working at the mix. 17 years old. You know, like, that's a whole nigga right there. Who would not believe me until he actually went up and talked to the motherfucker.
What?
He was like, I'm like, what really wants a man? I said, nigga, I told you it was a man.
What was that one video with old boy? No.
Oh, yeah, Childish Gambino.
No. I'm talking about it was a content creator, and he had these two girls. He was looking at these three girls in the grocery store, and as he was looking at one of them, a dick rose up. Oh. I said, God damn. And she didn't look nothing like nothing I've ever seen. I'm talking about pretty until that motherfucking dick stood up.
Yeah.
I said, I'm done with this shit. I'm good, bro. This shit getting too crazy for me. But let me hit you up in the morning. Wife trying to get some sleep.
All right.
I'll let you know what time I go live.
For sure, bro.
All right, for sure. All right. I was until he called me. And then, you talk to Peanut all day. Don't start with me, Alpha. Talk to Peanut all day. What y'all talking about anyway? What did y'all talk about? Was he telling you something about the girl with the mop and she got to do more work in the front? She trying to show Shrimpy that the bitch is lazy or some shit? What you saying? That's crazy. Yeah.
The pain lessens.
The best deals around.
Oh, look! Oh, don't. Oh, cut the.
right away!
Back again.
gonna die for that. I think I know what I need to do now. Hammer's effective, but
I didn't see what the black dye truly was back then. Maybe I didn't want to.
Alexandra! Good times, good times!
Rolled me some pip dust, have you? Give my best to Ema.
I hate to admit it, but Armor's blessings really help. Easy come, easy go. More cinder. Show your hand. Mind your feet, Fortune. A lesser servant of Mare.
A quality investment.
I want to try to see these.
I'm glad you're with me, Fortune.